So far in India, I've been living the high life.
Have you going on somewhere?
I've hung out with a gang of eunuch extortionists,
The Grey Twins used to nail your head to the floor. She just takes her skirt off.
danced with the world's smallest bodybuilder, been attacked by an elephant on heat.
You see that pile of dung there? I might be rivaling that myself in a minute.
And watched India's Godbusters,
He's going to pull the car with a hook.
proving magic is not religion. Hyderabad has traditionally, though not accurately, been regarded as where the north of India meets the south. Once a remote Muslim kingdom, it's now a burgeoning call centre and IT hub, known colloquially as Cyberabad. I've been told it wasn't worth coming here, so of course I came. Back in the UK, every time I telephone my bank or query a gas bill, I always seem to get through to Hyderabad, so I have a sneaky desire to see the city for myself. And as an added bonus for a Brit who's just spent 5 weeks in the scorching heat, the monsoons have just arrived.
Here I am in Hyderabad, the hottest part in India apparently, but today it's raining, but I don't care because I've got a song in my heart.
Having had my shower, I'm now heading for the hotel, but something else has just caught my weather eye. I just stopped the car just a moment ago because I just saw a sign back here for Snow World, which I thought might be a shop that sells fridges or something like that. So I'm going to have a look and see what Snow World's all about.
Seems strange to have security. Oh, so shoes go in here? Okay, thanks. I've got a feeling I'm never going to see those again. Okay, so I've got to wear a jacket. Looks like something you'd like the immersion heater with. Socks as well, okay. Do I put these socks over these socks? I do. Okay, boots. Okay, shoes. Alright, fine. Thank you very much. That's sort of enlisting in the army, isn't it? They've given me these with no indication. They don't ask me what size I wore or anything like that. Oh! I've still got my hat on, which nobody seems to be worried about, so I'll try, I'll go in, see what happens. Well, frankly, I'm a bit disappointed. It's more like Brown Wall World rather than Snow World. But there is a rather tempting green nylon carpet leading towards those doors there, so I'm assuming that behind those is the magnificent Snow World which this ticket has promised me. So we'll see. Yes, it seems to be snow. Rather funny. Excellent.
Well, who would have believed it? A winter wonderland, complete with Yeti and a mini Matterhorn. I do think they could have done a better job with the sky, though. But it's what's on the ground that everyone has come for.
We can't get anywhere here. If you want to get this atmosphere, we have to go Kashmir or some other countries.
Yes, so this is much cheaper to come here.
Yes, cheap, only 250 rupees.
People are coming far away places from south, deep south and north
They come just to see snow world and go back.
With less money, we can have the total enjoyment instead of going to Switzerland and to
And the thing is, well, if you get a little bit cold, you can leave
Yes.
and be outside and be warm again.
Yes.
Coffee and a snow walk.
I see. Wow, yes, there's that's totally ice.
Aye.
So does the coffee melt the snow after a while? Well, that's only the oddest thing I've ever drunk coffee out of. India is full of surreal things, but because it's full of surreal things, and every day you see something very odd and strange, after a while it stops being odd and strange. It becomes part of the normal landscape that you're walking through. So I shouldn't be surprised that there is a place called Snow World where it snows, where people come to experience what it's like to be in Switzerland. I shouldn't be surprised. I should be surprised if it's not there.
People have warned me that Hyderabad is a dull place with not much to see, and so far it certainly isn't. But I fear things could be about to change.
I'm off to visit a transport museum today. Raj, our guide, he says that the transport museum is one of the must-see sites of Hyderabad, so I'm very much in his hands as he's lived here his entire life. And he promises me a spectacle that I won't forget.
Hi, Paul.
Hello,
How are you today?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Fine. I thought.
Raj seems a friendly kind of chap, but I'm not sure we're going to agree on the definition of spectacle.
This is Mr. Sudhakar.
Mr. Sudhakar, hello, I'm Paul Merton. Hello, how are you? This is your museum.
Oh yes, please come. I'll show you my museum.
Thank you.
I'm not too taken with museums, but I'll do my best to be polite.
So you always wanted your own museum?
Ah yes, right from childhood.
See what I mean? One car after another. Boring. But these look much more interesting.
I love designing cycles because I started off with cycle. Till now also I design a lot of different
I
cycles.
see, I thought these were just piled together, but they're all connected up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You can add on any number. Even one person can pedal, or anyone sitting also pedal.
It turns out Mr. Sudhakar's first passion is actually bicycles.
This is a tandem. I call this made for each other. So people can sit and go happily. The balance is beautiful, absolutely balanced. It's very, very comfortable.
And this is his high-speed touring tandem.
It's fun to go on a long distance.
Oh, I see, yeah, that is comfortable, yeah.
I'm getting into this now,
Yeah.
but we have to head outside the museum to see his latest tandem.
This is about 16 feet in height.
This must be the biggest tricycle in the world.
Not really, but then,
I don't think I could get up there. I think my vertigo would be I'm not very good with heights, so...
you can just go up and see.
Raj, do you want to try and...
Yeah, maybe I'll tell you how it
I'm sure you will.
feels to get up there.
Oh, rather you than me. Okay.
Oh, it's very high.
Let's see if you can pedal a little bit, see if you can...
Yeah, I guess yeah, it's moving.
All right, yes. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to get up there, but I'm not good with heights, so I really can't get up there.
Okay.
Have you got something smaller, perhaps, that I could...
Then you have to get it from my museum.
Okay.
This penny farthing was retrieved from a local junkyard. It's 120 years old and still going strong. But Mr. Sudhakar's newest cycle is so impressive, I nearly missed it altogether.
Well, this is the world's largest tricycle, clearly. This is extraordinary.
Indeed, it is the biggest in the world, officially recorded in the Guinness Book of Records.
How high is this?
Oh, it's as tall as a 4-story building.
Right.
And
What's its weight? What does it weigh?
oh, it weighs about 3 tons.
3 tons.
It took more than 3 years to build. The wheels alone took 3 months each.
Have you ridden it yourself?
So I've never tried. I'm so scared to go up.
Oh, really?
See, once you go up, it becomes pyramid. When it's moving, you get giddiness. So I've created a small balcony out there.
I see.
We took all precautions like, seat belt, and we didn't want to take any chance.
It's a cruel irony that Mr. Sudhakar will never be able to ride his magnificent machine, because like me, he suffers from vertigo.
Imagine what it's been like going downhill. I don't know if it's got any brakes. Maybe it doesn't need them.
Mr. Sudhakar must get his kicks from pushing or pulling the limits of bicycle design.
Maybe the next world record I'll be doing 40-seater double-decker cycle.
40 people.
40 people double-decker. I've already started designing. So
Wow.
that's going to be another world record.
Hyderabad is turning out to be a bit of a jewel in the crown. And today my local guide Raj has promised to show me the wild side of the city.
This is the car.
Okay.
So
Right, here we go again. I'm beginning to realise that Raj has a rather unusual day job.
hello. Okay. Any idea what snake it is? Okay. Okay, what I'll do is I'll take about 15 minutes to get there. Just keep a little activity around this so that he'd stay hidden. Okay? Right.
So this organisation of Friends of Snakes, what exactly do the Friends of Snakes do? What's the aim
Yeah.
behind the organisation?
The main aim is, of course, rescuing snakes.
Rescuing snakes.
Yeah, rescuing. Because you get a lot of snakes coming into people's homes. And in fact, in a day, sometimes, depending on the weather, we can get something like 6 to 8 rescues in one day.
So what happened then with your hands? Did you your fingers?
Yeah, every bite that happens, it's always your fault. This is our Assault bite, of course, amputations are very common.
And how long has it been since the last? Which was the one? Was that one the injured first?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
11 years now.
Oh, long time.
Yeah. After that, I've become a little careful.
Yes, I should think so. Because you've only got 8 more fingers left.
Yeah. सांप के लिए कॉल करे, स्नेक के लिए कॉल करे, रेस्क्यू यही है.
Is it here?
Yeah, I'll just check out the situation. I'll let you know.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, I'll be looking after the car.
Yeah, okay. How's the rescue?
Just saw it going
Okay.
that way.
Okay. So I have a little film crew with me and some people from England. They'd like to film the rescue. Do you have any objection? Can I bring them over? I'll just bring them. And I'll get my
That's a
handling stick
blow.
and
This is one time I was hoping we wouldn't get permission to film.
this is where it's supposed to have gone down.
So as long as I stay this sort of distance.
Yeah, absolutely. Or, yeah, you can stand anywhere here.
Okay.
I think it's probably somewhere in these stones, those stones there. I'll take a look.
This could be the dangerous bit though, because you don't know what you're
You
going
don't
to find.
know, yeah. You know, while picking up a stone like this, if I put my fingers down here, then if he's hiding there, of course, if he's there, he knows there's disturbance around him, so he's going to latch onto whatever goes under there.
Right.
So I need to be careful of how I just...
Shouldn't you be wearing some kind of protective gloves or something? Or
The gloves actually don't work because you lose the sensitivity in your hands.
It's a mystery to me this man has any fingers left at all.
As unexpected, he turns out to be a very large cobra.
Oh, right, so this is one of the dangerous ones.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we've got time for. Oh, yes, all right, yes.
He's actually on the defensive. You need to be careful so that you use a handling stick which makes it very easy to handle the snake. And out of all the snakes, venomous snakes that you can find, the cobras are actually the most easiest to handle.
So he's not attacking you at the moment. Is that because you're keeping a distance from him? Or?
Yeah, I am out of his attack range. His attack range is about the height that he can raise his foot to. So only if I go into that range.
Yes, you don't need to do that.
I'm just showing you. He'll try and bite. Otherwise, he tries to keep, out of. He's just warning me to keep away.
We've got the box here. Is there anything I can do to open the box?
No, it's okay. Yeah, if you could just open it and leave it open, I'll put the guy inside.
Box is open.
Yeah.
I'll stand back here if that's all right.
Yeah, and now what we do is, Cobra's actually pretty dumb. So although he knows I'm touching him behind the hood, he still doesn't react, which is very strange. But it's one of the behavioral patterns of cobras.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow, that's extraordinary.
Yeah. This is one way of catching a cobra, but it's not recommended to be done by amateurs.
No. I wouldn't really want to be a professional doing it, to be honest. He must be getting a little bit annoyed by this, I would imagine.
He is.
Once he's in the box, you're going to release him somewhere?
Yeah, I'll will keep him for a few days, and maybe he'll be useful for some of my demos. So I'll probably keep him for a week or so.
Well, I can't imagine why he'd want to keep a giant cobra hanging around for a week.
Take him to the farm.
But ever since he was a boy, Raj has been trying to teach his fellow Indians the vital importance of snakes.
People generally tend to kill them whenever they see them. So it's got a negative impact on the ecosystem itself. Because being, predators, they actually play a very important role in their level of the ecosystem wherever they're living. 30 to 35% of India's food grain, which is produced annually, is eaten by rats and mice. That comes to about 175 million tons of grains. Most of the snakes in India are completely harmless, and they can be put to very good use in fields and farms because most of them eat rats and mice.
Did people think you were eccentric when you were
Absolutely. They thought I was crazy.
Did they?
Raj's dream is to open a snake park and conservation centre. But for now, he has to settle for a more modest operation.
Thank you very much.
Oh, this is where we have our
Staffed by a team of volunteers.
These are our members.
Hello there, you're members of the Friends of
Also
Snakes.
members of Friends of Snakes.
Including this young man.
This, of course, is Tintin. He's my
Hello.
son.
Hello, I'm Paul. Hello, you're Tintin.
Yes.
Can I ask you how many fingers you've got?
All.
Oh, all your fingers. So already you're better than your dad.
This is Raj's snake holding bay, and there's probably enough venom in this one hut to poison the whole of Hyderabad. The Russell's viper is the snake that took Raj's fingers. But there is another, even more dangerous snake.
This is actually the snake that has the most potent of all the venoms amongst Indian snakes. It's
Really?
It's called the common crate.
Right. Are you sure you know? We obviously know what you're doing here, but this is extremely venomous. I won't get too close if you don't
The
mind.
point is that he has venom that's much more toxic than cobra or Russell's viper venom.
Really?
So bite from this snake generally doesn't have any pain whatsoever.
So what is the action of the venom on the body?
It takes over the nervous system very slowly without you actually realizing it. And say about 6 to 8 hours or maybe 4 hours after the bite, the victim suddenly collapses. And he didn't even know that he's had a snake bite.
Right.
So presumably Raj won't know if he's just been bitten until well after we're gone. Imagine being health and safety officer in this place.
what he's doing here is very valuable, I think, because, you know, the snake has a very, very bad image, public image, and as he says, you know, it's really, there's 275 species of snake here, and it's only 3 or 4 of them that are really sort of deadly and venomous, and luckily he's got them all in here.
Well, Tintin's definitely a chip off the old block, and I'm beginning to feel a little left out. I'm the only one who hasn't played with a snake yet. I never thought I'd say that.
So I see I've come all this way. You'll put him on around me. Okay. Well, he's quite heavy, so I need to keep his tail there.
Support him.
This python is not poisonous, of course. It kills by constricting its prey. And he certainly feels like he's already eaten.
It's a very strange sort of sensation. He is heavy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit heavy and he's got his weight on you.
Yeah. Oh, he's tightening round my neck. Is that a good sign?
No, he's not. He just doesn't want to fall off.
Oh, okay. It's not too bad, actually. You know, as things go, it's sort of it's not the most unpleasant experience I've ever had, but you know, it's not. It's all right. It's okay. It's sort of. I mean, the thing is, as Raj says, is to remain calm, really. So, you know, the sweat glands remain sort of fairly close to the thing. Thank you very much. And well, that's lovely. Yeah, I'll take him. Thanks.
Okay.
300 miles south of Hyderabad is Bangalore. Known as the Garden City of India, it too has a burgeoning IT industry. Jobs are plentiful, and average income is the highest in India. In fact, it's the country's fastest growing major metropolis. But I've come here because something rather strange has been happening at Bangalore's central prison. And now it's bursting at the seams. The lady with the inside story is city editor of the Bangalore Mirror.
Hello, hi, I'm Paul.
Hi Paul, this is Vinita. Welcome to Bangalore. Welcome to ISKCON.
And this is your paper here, is it?
This is my paper here, yes. This was one of the stories that we broke. Often prisoners complain about bad food. You have prison riots, you have revolts. Here it's the other way around. They like the food so much that many of them talk to the beat constables and actually request them to haul them back to prison so that they can get food.
So unlike most prisons in the world where people are trying to break out, here they're trying to break in.
Yes.
And this food here is provided by the Hare Krishna people and this is their temple here. Excellent.
The local Hare Krishnas, or ISKCON as they're known here, have a massive corporate presence in Bangalore. Recently, they've been contracted to provide Bangalore's prison with 10,000 takeaway curries every day. And it certainly proved a recipe for success.
There was 2 prisoners in Mysore who were in a prison. They said, we don't want to stay here. We want to go back to the prison in Bangalore. And the governor said, no, you can't do that. You know, you're in this prison. They said, okay, we're on hunger strike. And so 3 days later, we said, all right, you better go back. So they were sent back to the prison because they said, well, you know, this is really good food.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm headed off to see the kitchens where the prison meals are prepared. I'm keen to see just how the local Hare Krishnas manage to make 10,000 Indian takeaways every day, and hope to have a chance to sample the food for myself. I've even persuaded Vinita to join me here.
All right.
This is where the packing and the loading is done.
Oh, I see, yes.
All the vehicles. It's quite like, you know, an industrial setup.
Hygiene is taken very seriously here, so we both have to dress like Benny Hill.
It's the Indian version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, yes.
Head of Krishna PR is Shri Patti Das.
This now. We start up putting it into the chutes like this.
And it all goes into here,
Yes, we have 3 levels. This is the first level, and the second level is the cooking area we have, and the third level is the packing area.
Around a ton of vegetables and 1.5 tons of rice are poured down these chutes every morning
This is the raw rice.
and arrive on the cooking floor below.
This is rather amazing, just these huge vats of dal. And, yeah, when the coriander came down, it was like a sort of big bush of coriander, wasn't it?
Just half an hour later, and 22,000 litres of delicately simmered sambar are ready for dispatch to the prison.
I would have thought it'd be quite difficult to keep the quality up when you've got this amount of quantity, but from everything I hear, the food is very, very good, and such is the speed of the operation, I understand that when this food gets to the prison, it's still hot. So it's very impressive.
The Hare Krishnas do food for the soul,
Yes.
and as you can see, food for the body.
You don't think they could do me a plate of chips?
9 o'clock at Bangalore prison, and a traditional governor's salute greets the arrival of 10,000 vegetarian takeaways. So for us, it's goodbye to Benny Hill, and a hello to It Ain't Our Fault Mum, with a liberal portion of porridge.
Hello, I'm
And Superintendent Lashminarayan, India's Mr. Mackay, will be showing us around.
There's not been a prison built that can hold me. I'll have us out in a week. A week.
Security here is taken very seriously. Under the watchful eye of the governor, the van must be checked to ensure there are no starving stowaways trying to break into the prison.
Yeah, once time that was inside there hiding.
inside there.
That since 6 months back.
Well, with cuisine this good, you can't be too careful. Once inside, the takeaway containers are opened up and the food is transferred to the prison vats.
88 boxes of rice.
But before it can be served, it must first pass quality control.
Checking method. Oh, I see. There's a tasting thing going on here. Test is checker.
The governor himself must give it the seal of approval.
Does he ever have experience any problems with the food that comes from the...
No problem.
Never any problems?
No problem.
It may not look that appetising, but the smell is driving us crazy. And the prisoners are positively drooling. To avoid a stampede, one man is responsible for getting lunch for several others. The superintendent feels that if anything, the rice is a little too pucker for them.
This is very good rice. Middle class people,
Yeah.
higher middle class, use this rice.
I see.
In public life.
But what do the prisoners themselves think?
What he's saying, he feels like it's home cooked food. It's like his wife's cooking, is what he's saying.
Sadly, home cooking is something this man won't be getting anymore.
He says his wife died under mysterious circumstances, so that's why he's here.
I see.
In court
How
hearing
mysterious were these circumstances?
Yes, it could be physical violence, is what I'm getting out of it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, I'm not getting in his way.
They're generous.
Yes.
They're generous.
There's plenty of food for everybody.
Yeah. We eat the food sometimes to check. We take one food.
You have a very loud voice.
Yes.
Did that make you want to become a prison officer because your voice was loud?
Sometimes to scare them,
Oh, yes.
to make them disciplined.
Yes.
Does it work?
The prisoners don't have cells, they have dormitories, and they bring their food back here to eat it.
So how many people would be in here?
One of them told me around 110, which by any standards is more than the capacity of the place.
Living conditions are certainly cramped, but lunch seems to make it all worthwhile.
That's good. We've eaten in worse restaurants in this trip. I mean, I joke about it, but the food is very good, and if people feel they're being looked after, then, there is going to be a more placid prison population, to use 3 Ps in a row.
But just as we were leaving the prison, I was rather taken aback to hear the unmistakable strains of Latin American rhythm.
Here's some...
Don't tell me they've opened a Brazilian restaurant now as well.
Here's what?
It's the salsa class.
Salsa classes.
Yes, they're shaking a leg
Oh, God.
and a hip.
I think we're going to have a look in here.
It's been happening for the past 3 or 4 months now.
It seems slightly worried. It seems a bit of a sexual dance. his race, yeah.
He's probably 50 or 60, a farmer.
So he may never have heard this music before.
But when he goes back, wherever he's come from, I'm sure it's a talking point.
Yeah.
Dance instructor Daniel is the man responsible for this cultural enlightenment.
What do you think they get from it?
Many of the convicts over here who's murderer, some of them are rapists. Here at the end of the day when they come, they are just my students. They don't feel like what they are. So dancing is what makes them really feel very light.
Yes.
And I really wish that once they're out of the prison, if dance can make a difference in their life.
So these salsa lessons are actually part of the prisoner rehabilitation scheme.
Many of them plan to join movies once they get out of here.
Oh, really?
So once they train here, they can always go and sell themselves as salsa dancers, which is a big plus.
So do you get a lot of sort of vacancies, vacancy wanted criminal who can do salsa? That's a remarkable security measure. It stops anybody over 5'6" escaping. Lunch, I think.
The following day, and I've been summoned to this Bangalore school.
Well, I received an invitation at the hotel from somebody called Dr. Ramesh Babu. He's attempting to set 3 world records today in 1 hour, and it's happening in the indoor auditorium, which will be down here somewhere, I should imagine. Probably where it says auditorium.
As I've already discovered, breaking records is an obsession here in India, and they even have their own version of the Guinness Book of Records. Certainly, Dr. Babu is taking this very seriously.
The first one is a physically very, very challenging.
Which is the first one you're going to be doing?
The fastest skipping record, and it's going to exhaust the maximum energy out of me.
If Dr. Babu is successful today, he'll hold 31 world records. But he's not just doing this for himself.
Most of us, we don't realize the potentials we have. Those who realize the potential may not nurture it. They may not hone it. Generally in India, whenever it is an achievement at the world level, international level, we have to look up at Americans, we have to look up at Europeans, and they don't realize that Indians are also capable of doing that. I want to take out that inferiority complex from the minds of millions of Indians.
A group of official observers are here to verify the records for both Limca and Guinness. For verification, his attempts will be recorded on video. Mrs. Babu is also a doctor.
I feel proud about his achievements. He's a good husband as well. He gives enough attention, spends enough time with the family. Not that he neglects the family. So I'm happy.
For Dr. Babu, the key to successful record breaking is mental preparation, and he set up a meditation area in his dressing room at the back of the hall. At last, he's ready. India's reputation on the world stage is in his hands.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
To begin with, things go well. But just after halfway, disaster looms. Dr. Babu is skipping backwards into the stage.
5, 6, 57, 58, 59, 1 minute.
The good doctor immediately returns to his meditation area to conserve his energy.
I could see he was coming backwards, and it was going to happen, that he was going to hit the back of the stage there, and nothing you could do about it. So I don't know how that's affected the actual overall score.
What is your number?
My number was just 240, and after that, when it started hitting,
268. So you're 272, you're 268. So you thought you might be 2 out. You could be 2 out, could be 270 perhaps. Yeah. And I think we're going to have a chance to play it back now and have a look. So
Video replay will show whether or not Dr. Babu has indeed broken the world record.
268. Dr. Mahesh, 272. Huh? 268.
Just then I counted 266. So
266?
yeah.
Okay. So I have positively correct.
Yeah, yes.
I feel really now.
Yeah.
Buoyed by his success in the face of adversity, Dr. Babu prepares for his second record attempt.
Because of the speed with which I do, the frictional energy gets converted into heat energy, and it instantaneously burns the finger.
Oh, I see. Oh, you're going that fast. Oh, okay.
You would see that at the end of the event, all this will be torn.
So now, Dr. Babu will attempt to set a new record for the fastest manual thread winding in 1 minute.
5, 4,
This should keep the Americans on their
3,
toes.
2, 1, start.
Once again, the attempt starts well. But as before, disaster looms.
ಯಾಕೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಕೋತಾ ಇದೆ?
Something is causing the thread to snag on the roll.
55, 56, 57,
This could be catastrophic.
59, 60.
ದಾರ ಯಾಕೋ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಕೋತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಹೌದಾ?
ದಾರ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಕೋತಾ ಇದೆ. This was not my best.
What happened there? What was the...
There was some hard stuff coming in between. That was very painful. There was some problem with the thread. I never get stuck.
Yes, you got stuck a couple of times there.
Yes.
He's not happy at all about this attempt, so it could be that, I mean, he said he wants to do it again, but first we're going to see what this is, because he still may have the world record, we don't know, but we're still sort of measuring out the piece of twine here.
But this is a time-consuming process which is eating into his hour.
It's turning out to be quite a day of drama. So we're coming back, this is the eighth string now. So you've got 8 complete ones.
Dr. Babu seems now to have forgotten his meditation regime. He cannot resist entering into the calculations himself.
Plus how much extra? Oh, 106.4.
106.4, another world record.
106.
Yes.
Well, they'll be quaking in Washington now.
Considering that you had problems, you must be pleased.
I had, yes, indeed.
Well, congratulations. Excellent. Well done. Well done. It's a real sort of combination of sport, human achievement, drama. It's all wonderful. I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
Now for the final record attempt. The fastest Frisbee rally in 1 minute. Dr. Babu will be partnered in this by Mr. Suresh, India's lawn tennis and throw ball champion.
4, 3, 2, 1, start.
They need to beat 38 throws in a minute.
45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, stop.
We just narrowly missed, I think.
Yes, that was 37. That was 38, but it was...
It was mid-year.
So you're going to try that one again?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
3 trials are permitted for a 1 minute event. So
Okay.
Video replay confirms that they made only 37 throws, and with the hour fast running out, there is time for just one more attempt.
15.
As the seconds tick by, you could cut the atmosphere here with a knife.
55, 56, 57, 58, 59, stop.
39! So 3 world records.
Already he's planning for the next one. Skipping in 30 seconds, somebody's record he wants to break.
Dr. Babu seems to have awakened my national competitiveness, and with all these officials here today, it seems a shame to waste an opportunity.
I hope to be the British record holder. Not the world record, just the British. Okay, thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
Of course, I know I won't be able to match 39 throws, but I'm doing my best for the win. And it's typical of my Indian hosts that they are more than generous in their enthusiasm.
Thank you very much.
Certainly a winning record.
A British record. It's very hard. The concentration, the technique, very difficult. So 28, very happy with 28. Thank you very much for that. I know you must be tired, but thank you. Thank you very much. I'm proud to have played Frisbee with the world record holder. So that is very good for me.
Although India is renowned for its comprehensive railway system, I haven't yet been on a train. And today, I aim to put that right. I'm heading for Chennai, formerly Madras, a distance of some 200 miles.
The first difference I notice is, of course, you can sit like this, which is actually rather remarkable. I love sitting here just watching the sort of countryside go by. I think possibly travelling by train is my favourite mode of transport, particularly when you're going at this fairly sedate speed. You can sort of take in the backs of houses and gardens, and so far I'm enjoying it, although it strikes me it's quite a leisurely way to travel. I don't think the high-speed network is yet to reach India.
As the train finally picks up a little speed, I retire to the comfy seats inside.
The thing strikes me that's unusual is the amount of people that are going up and down serving hot drinks, hot foods of all different kinds. And because there's so many of them, you get somebody that's coming through selling coffee, and within 30 seconds there's another guy behind him also selling coffee. So I don't know if the guy behind does any business, because you have to get to a point where somebody's going, no coffee for me. Actually, I will. So he's getting people on second thoughts, which I don't know what sort of business he does.
Masala dosa hai. Masala dosa hai. Garam dosa.
How much?
13 rupees.
You see, on second thoughts, I think I will eat. There's method to their madness after all.
Chaya. Garam dosa.
Time, I think, for my siesta. But I've now become the unwitting subject of a travelling artist. This man's technique, though, is a little unusual. This is definitely the oddest sight I've ever woken up to, and that's saying something.
Excuse me. I can see what you're doing there. You're painting me, but you're doing it with a brush in your mouth.
Yeah. Rajendran.
You're
Rajendran.
Oh, Raj. Hello, I'm Paul. Hello, pleased to meet you. Hello.
You attracted me, so I'm doing this.
I was asleep. I woke up and I see a man with a brush in his mouth doing a picture of me.
Can you try to hold the paintbrush? I give one brush.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to paint anything. I can't paint anything with my hands. So
this for you. This for me. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, I can't do that.
Like this. Like.
No, I can't do that at all. My life would be completely different if I do that.
Right.
So, do you want to finish off that picture of me?
Yes.
Okay.
Come to the position.
Yes.
Okay.
it seems to be very important for the Indians we've met to all be doing different stuff. And when you consider that there's over a billion people live in India, to try and find different things that nobody else has done must be quite tricky. So, I mean, that's something different from every other sort of artist that would be working at the moment. What do you think? Me? Good?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you very much. It's very good. And have you painted many portraits?
Yes, more than 1,000 portraits I did.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
Over that. And do you have a favourite amongst the portraits you've done?
I did one, Mother Teresa. 600 square feet.
600 square feet?
Yes, I'll show you. Yes.
Front page, yes. From, wow, look at that. The painting depicts Mother Teresa and her service to the nation.
I'm here.
Yes, I see that, yes.
I like to give this picture to your presentation.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Chennai boasts India's largest beach. And my plan was to spend the weekend relaxing. But as you'll see in the next programme, that's not what Indians do on a beach. Also in the next programme,
Hurry up! Time is going on, yaar.
I assist the filmmakers who are giving Bollywood a run for its money. Learn the secrets of Mumbai's railway children.
And how many years did you sleep up there?
10 years.
10 years.
And meet the man whose son helped him to achieve the world's least desirable record.
I don't know what Freud would make of it.